Hey guys, we all know that Valheim can be a bit of a difficult game sometimes, so today we are going to go over some facts about the game that you may not know. Now, if we miss any facts along the way that you feel are important, make sure to let us know in the comment section down below. So let's go ahead and get into it. First up, we have that you should be looking for beehives early on. This is because you can get a queen bee from them and use it to make your very own beehive that will slowly produce honey. Honey is not only one of the best healing items early on in the sense that it gives you the most health per tick, but it is also the main ingredient in most of the late game meads and potions. Next up on our list is that you should be using R to place your items on your back. This is super helpful as it allows you to remove the move speed penalties of whatever item you happen to be carrying. On top of that, you can also draw them much quicker than if you were to unequip and re-equip them from your hotbar. Third up is one of my favorites on this list, which is the ability to stack chests. This is super simple as all you will need is a 1x1 tile, which can be found here in your crafting menu. Then place it above the first box. After that, you will simply place the next one above it. You can do this multiple times, saving you even more space. Now, if you happen to get a really bad world generation, as this game is procedurally generated, then all you need to do is grab any items you want to bring with you and create a new world. Finally, simply log into it. One of the great things about Valheim is that it is just like Terraria in the sense that your characters are independent of your worlds, and thus you can move items between them. Alrighty, for this one we have that if you don't build your roofs properly for your buildings, they will start to decay. What you're looking for is the roof to be snapped to the wall, not just on it. As you can see in the examples on screen, you will really need to try to get it to snap perfectly to the wall, or you will start getting that decay. If your buildings are decaying, you will notice that the wood starts to turn that yellowy green kind of a color. Don't worry though, as this can be easily fixed by repairing it with your hammer.
Big storms can cause big damage, but flex tape comes super wide, so you can easily patch large holes.
So around the mid-game of Valheim, you will need to find copper, tin, and iron. Copper is found in the middle of the Black Forest. The easiest way to spot it is to look for big rocks on the ground, and if white lettering shows up that says copper, you are in the right place. Tin are small silverish looking nodes on the beach of the Black Forest. And then finally, iron is found in the swamp crypts in these giant muddy scrap piles. Now number 7 is a very simple thing, but something that will save you loads of time while you're smelting. All you need to do is load up your furnace and kiln and then go to sleep, as it will continue to smelt overnight. You will know it's working as when you sleep you will hear something like this. This is because when you sleep in Valheim, time in the world passes and thus allows you to quickly smelt ore and charcoal. Since we're on simple but useful tips, this is a great place to put that if you hit rocks, you can power level your skills. If you want to get a skill up, all you need to do is go smack a rock for a little bit of time. This works with just about anything from your fists to your axes. The only requirement is that it can do some amount of damage. So for an example here, you could use your fists, which do 0, or an axe, which will do 0, and you will still be leveling the skill, as Valheim only levels when you are hitting and doing damage to something for these skill types. Alrighty, we are here at number 9, which is to be careful of your stamina when swimming. Swimming in Valheim requires quite a lot of stamina, and if you're not careful, it is very easy to be killed by running out of it. You take a crazy amount of damage when your energy reaches 0, and it's enough to kill you in about 10 to 20 seconds, even from full HP. Be extra careful of this if you are out at sea, because if you get stuck in the water, you will most certainly die.
Hell yeah, I can swim, man.
Finally on our list is that enemies have weaknesses. In order to tell what it's weak to, you just look at the damage number. If it's gray, it's resistant. If it's white, it's normal. And if it's yellow, it's vulnerable. Some examples of this this are range damage to a troll or fire damage to a Grey Dwarf, as these attacks will deal additional damage because they are vulnerable to that type. As a quick little bonus here, if you are fighting the Elder, which is the second boss of the game, he is weak to fire arrows. So that wraps it up for this video, and if you did find it helpful, please consider subscribing and hitting that bell as we make content covering many different survival games and not just Valheim. We also want to say a special thank you to all our new subs, as we didn't expect to be growing so fast, as without you guys none of this would even be possible. Thanks again for watching, and we will see you next time.